Bisons and the Syracuse Mets getting ready to get it on. Game four come up here shortly, and both teams are on the field warming up. And again, it's a beautiful day in downtown Buffalo. It's a little breezy though. Other than that, though, it's a good day, and we'll see if the wind's going to play a factor. So, in this portion of the pregame show, I figured let's put up some pretty interesting stats against these two teams. So, they call it the throughway rivalry. Check this out. So the Bisons and Syracuse are separated about 150 miles on the New York State Thruway, making this one of the longest running rivalries in AAA baseball. For years, Buffalo and Syracuse and Rochester battled annually for the Thruway Cup, one of the most recognizable rivalry trophies in minor leagues. That's pretty interesting. The all-time head-to-head. Yeah, that's right. Your Buffalo Bison since 2011. The Bisons and Syracuse have met nearly 300 times. And Buffalo holds the edge, 153 wins to Syracuse's 134, making it one of the most competitive rivalries in international league. Future minor leaguers everywhere. That's right, on both sides of the ball here. With Buffalo and for Syracuse. You know, these teams, they're often watching tomorrow's stars because they're AAA affiliates of the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Mets. And many of the players appearing in today's game are only one phone call away from going to the big show. So, again, it should be a great game as the fans are still piling into the stadium. Beautiful day for baseball. Now, here's a pretty interesting stat. So, as I was going to break, I had an opportunity to go back and look at some pretty cool stats. Check out this stat. You're gonna like this one. So, the Bisons are one of the crown jewels of minor league baseball. Salem Field helped Buffalo set an all-time minor league attendance record in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The 1991 Bisons drew over 1.24 million fans, a record that still stands today. 1.2 million fans for minor league baseball, and no one has even come close to that record. So that's pretty cool. One of the wildest games ever. This is something I want to share with you on the broadcast. So this is pretty cool. So on April 8th, Buffalo's 27 runs on 29 hits against Syracuse, selling International League era records for runs and hits in the game. It remains one of the most lopsided offensive explosion in modern AAA history. That record still stands today. And so, Buffalo's got the attendance record in this pretty interesting game as well. Now, here is a pretty cool trivia question. So, for everyone watching right now, the pregame show, check this out. So, here's your trivia question. We'll see how much you really know baseball. All right. So, which major league club was affiliated with both the Buffalo Bisons and the Syracuse Mets at different times? I'll give you a few seconds here to see who you might think it is. All right, time is up. Here is your answer. The New York Mets. Buffalo was a Mets affiliate from 2009 to 2012, while Syracuse is currently the Mets AAA affiliate. So there you go. Some fun facts prior to today's game. Again, as I mentioned, both teams are on the field warming up. A very important game for Buffalo. Second half of the season. And can the pitching come through in the deep? Say, can the offense get those key hits during the game? My keys to the game tonight: Buffalo's defense. You got to come up. You on Syracuse's lineup, they got some big time hitters there. Nick Morabito. This is a guy you've got to keep off the bases if you can. I know, and Jawan Bay is another one. So those are two of the guys that you've got to watch out for against Syracuse in today's game. Buffalo again. In the starting pitcher for Buffalo, it's number 21, Josh Fleming. He comes into the game 3 up and 3 down. And so, can he pick up his 4th win of the season? We're about to find out. Again, the fans are walking into the stadium. It's a beautiful day and a little breezy out there. Other than that, though, it should be a great game. And, looking forward to covering this one. And again, Rise Up Family Sports. Make sure you check out DeAndre DeTorge Robinson weekdays on Facebook. When it comes to sports, we've got you covered, and we are like all over the place. And so, we'll see what the Torch has to say about this game during this show tomorrow on Facebook. We'll see. The Torch always has something good to say. So We'll see what he has to say after the game today. Again, after the game, we'll do some live interviews with the coach and also the players. And make sure you check out our social media outlets. I will be doing a story, which will be on all the social media outlets immediately after this game. Again, it's your friend Russell K. And we'll step aside. We'll be back right before the game starts. We'll be back with the final wrap up on the post game show being brought to you by Table and Mike Productions up in Nashville, North Carolina. We are Rise Family Sports and Music Dreams USA Radio. It's your friend Russell K. I'll be back with you in just a little bit. Thank you so much for